Oh, that was quick.
Yes, we want to play first.
I dig it.
Yeah, I think we have to keep that. We got one of each land.
Yeah.
We have a
And it's not
2-drop
yeah.
and a 3-drop silent departure to slow them down.
Love it.
Needs be.
And Visor.
Or Visor.
Yeah. I honestly don't know.
Visor, I hardly know her.
I wish it was Visor.
I wish it was Viper.
You know,
He's
a
a video
frat boy.
Viper.
Just misspelling the word.
Yes.
That would be great. Kind of like the way you spelled Mifune wrong.
Because I didn't have...
Mifune wrong?
I didn't put enough M's.
Did that just happen?
It did.
Is he main decking Bump of the Night?
There's
is.
a deck for that.
There is.
There is?
Yeah.
A very aggressive...
You take every bump in the night you see.
And every 1 to 3 casting cost red or black card.
And then you just throw yourself at your opponent doing
I'm
massive
intrigued. I hope he wins.
No, we wanted to win against somebody else. Like that. That's a very aggressive card.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. So... I could either put out the Disciple and bounce him.
Well, he can tap him down. He's non-human.
Yeah, I could tap him.
Yeah.
I could try to trade with him. I could put out the bat. So, because I can bounce him at any point in time. If he starts
I say put out the bat and let him attack in. Let his vampire get a little bigger because we can eventually tap it or send it back before it gets unruly.
Right, and if we get something in the air,
yeah. If we get a 5/5 in the air, then
well, it's not in the air once it's 5/5.
Well, either way, but suddenly he has to deal with it.
Or we could let it grow and kill it with Smite the Monster.
Yeah, whatever works. I mean, we have a lot of ways to get rid of it.
Right.
And he may just kill our guy now. Oh, we may just kill both. Oh.
Well, we were going to let him through anyway, so we don't really care, right?
Yes.
But doesn't he get to draw a card or something?
No.
No. It's just going to get bigger, and that actually took up his turn.
Yep.
That was one of, like, those best-case scenarios.
For us?
Yes.
Yeah.
And we can't flip him now.
Tempting.
No.
Okay, so do I just Disciple and tap him down?
Yep.
Or do I want to bounce him?
No. Wait till he gets unwieldy before you bounce him. Just tap him down.
We won't get any more unwieldy than this if we're tapping him. The nice thing about...
I can attack with the Priest.
Yes.
I can get in 1 extra damage if
you bounce him.
If I bounce him. And then you'd have to cast it again next turn.
Sure.
So I kind of like that. Because the other thing is, if we get 1 more land and put out the guard, I'd be okay trading with him.
Well, sure. Because we net 2 creatures.
Right.
And then just wait till his turn to do it? Oh, it's a sorcery.
Yep.
Right. Never mind. Oh.
It's
small again.
Now the Rolling Templar, or Templar, whatever it is that we didn't take, would blow our shit up right now.
Sure.
Okay, so Champion comes a little late. A little late to the party, buddy.
Yeah, thanks for playing the home game.
Okay, so... Deadweight the Hound?
Yeah, probably. The Hound is very annoying to us right now.
And then
You're tapping down his...
Would I be willing to trade the Disciple for the...
yeah.
So just attack in with that?
Yep.
If he takes the trade, fair enough. If not, we're tapping him anyway. Sounds like a good plan.
Sure. Yeah. Totally worked out.
Until we get to combat, in case he
does something funky.
Yeah, I cast the thing that has haste if you have humans.
A mausoleum guard. Oh,
Or that thing.
That thing.
That wasn't what I was talking about, but that thing we would like to tap down. And at this point, do we trade our champion of the parish for it?
We have like 9 more humans left in the deck.
Yeah, but he's going to grow slow.
True.
You
do what you think is right, John. I am.
You must, of course, do what you feel is right.
I am with you.
I think I'm okay trading.
So does anybody have flashbacks with Sarah Ascendant having the exact same thing done to it?
Now, what do the people at home think?
Right.
Do they think that was a good idea?
So you built your deck around.
I'm sure we'll hear no end of discussion about it.
I hope so. I sometimes make terrible plays just so people will talk about them.
Yeah, you keep telling yourself that.
Uh-huh.
That's like I've been saying, I just on purpose, just to sponsor discussion.
Okay, here's my latest terrible play. Mausoleum Guard.
Okay.
And attack with everything. He attacks in, his guy becomes 4/4. Smite the shit out of it.
Okay.
We will only take 2 in that process. And we will get another creature, and we'll get in for 4.
Okay.
Doesn't that sound like...
It sounds like something you would do.
Mm-hmm. And he's at 2 cards. And he's not playing blue. And we're 1 land away from flashing back Silent Departure. Oh, yeah.
And he'll Rolling Templar now and wipe us out.
That was 2 of our creatures in land.
That would be fun.
Of course, we also have the option of flipping this guy to make him a 5/5.
Right.
If we really wanted to, which would get us to 9. It's not going to kill him.
No, we'd be better off stomping on his nuts.
Yep.
Nut stomping. I'm a fan.
Unless he gives us something even worse to deal with.
Bump in the night, bump in the night, bump in the night, bump in the night.
Oh, so we could have tapped him down with that and flipped, but that's okay. Okay. I think I'm going to keep this guy back.
Yep.
We'll get in for 5, or if he has some sort of flash craziness,
sure,
we'll be able to tap something down.
Because if he spends the card to kill our guy thinking he's going to get through, we can just monstrous him.
Right.
Monstrosized.
And there's no way to counter, so there's no reason to smite now. We would prefer him... Okay, he's going to do that and
flash
it back.
But you know, that pretty much uses up his turn.
Well, he did
he did that on
end
our
of turn.
end.
Oh,
yeah.
Dick.
But he has 1 card. Okay, so he can bump in the night, and he can flash back 1 of his bump in the nights.
So do you think he first picked a bump in the night?
No.
You don't think so?
No. I think he knew that he'd be able to
probably
pick him
first
up
picked
late.
the Falcon Wrath.
He's thinking he can hit here, and all he has to do is be able to
burn us,
get in for 1 more.
Sure.
What he doesn't realize is that he's going to die.
He's going to hate that.
Yep.
Love it. Ooh.
Now, we also had Silent Departure flashback,
Sure.
so really he was screwed 2 ways.
Yeah.
At least 2 ways. Okay.
That wasn't so bad.
No, worked pretty well.
He's playing black-red, no real enchantment,
no
danger
worries
there.
The only enchantment he'll have is dead weight.
Right. And probably it's going to kill our guy before.
Unless he's got that one right of whatever that does, where he flips cards over and burns us.
Oh,
that one red enchantment. I can't remember. Heretics something.
Punishment.
Sure. You could have that. But
and if he shows
not in this deck, I don't think.
If he shows it, then...
Yeah. I think that's way too slow for his deck.
Is this a keeper?
Yes. Because we can Evil Twin his Falcon Wrath.
But we don't have any black currently.
No, but we still do it.
When we draw into
When we draw
if
into
we
black,
think we're going to draw a swamp, then it's a keepable hand. And he's playing first. We are on the draw.
I say we keep it.
I am inclined to agree because we have 3 land.
Right.
And we have horrible luck.
Yes, we do have horrible luck. There is that.
But I would say that same luck is probably going to keep us from seeing a swamp for a while.
Probably.
Now, kind of best case scenario, we get out our guard, it dies, and then we mauler to get rid of its corpse. And
Sure.
yeah.
That's
See, this is why Bump is not as bad as some people say.
true, because he can take as many of those as he wants.
Right. Now, the good news is he's at 3 cards.
Yeah, because of that.
Now we have no early game, which could
This
hurt
isn't
us.
really helping us.
Oof. Yeah, I didn't really anticipate that.
But,
Now he'll get in for...
well, if he has another land, and a mountain,
Sure.
specifically,
We're
he could get in
screwed.
for 5.
We're screwed.
But then we can start tapping him down.
Ow, damn.
Okay, so here we want a screeching bat. Tap him. Now he is in range so that if he could flash back his Bump in the Night twice.
Right.
So
And he can.
would we have been better off giving up our priest and then casting the Mauler?
What a cocky little bastard. He's saying he's got us.
Yep. So what does he have that kills us?
Okay.
That guy?
Who has haste? But you guys
Right, but I'll block him if he tries it.
He does seem to be rather out of mana.
Yeah. Probably tap that guy down.
He must have enough mana in his hand to be able to...
Right, he must have another land, so he knows that he's going to be able to flash it back shortly. Okay, so here we can...
Deadweight as nobles?
Deadweight is Marauder.
That's what I meant.
Or we could... Oh, I don't even know. Put out the Sentry. Put out...
Well, the thing is, if we put this on land, we're dead anyway. Right?
Well, he's going to have to do it twice.
Yeah.
Ah. Well, then let's kill his noble, or his Falcon Wrath Marauder.
Except if we put out if we can put out the Sentry and then use the Deadweight, then the Sentry flips.
It's when
No.
one of our creatures dies.
Oh.
Yeah.
If we put out a creature, though, and then have the priest to tap him down, we can still block with that.
True.
I think it's giving us a better chance. We could Evil Twin this guy and attack in. That's probably even better.
That is totally the plan.
If for no other reason than it's more fun. So
I wish we had enough blue to be able to just kill him with his own dude.
good. So he has one more land, I think,
Yeah. Which is all it needs.
to cast Bump in the Night the first time.
You know what would be really handy right now? The guy that
Gives us life.
gives us life by sacking things. He'd be really handy to have right now.
Yes, he would.
No, we lose.
Okay, so what's the best I could do? Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing saves us.
Yep. Ugh.
Okay.
Only we had a way to get rid of those goddamn bumps in the night.
Right. And we don't have, I was going to say, do we have like a curse of the whatever to clear out his graveyard?
No,
we don't.
we've got nothing for that.
No. Okay, so we just have to make. I mean,
Well, he had a freaking God draw. He had
Sure,
4
sure.
bump in the night.
Right.
Now maybe half his deck is bump in the night. I don't know. Maybe it's not a God draw.
we didn't get it last time.
Yeah.
That's very true.
And if you don't get 6 land that quickly,
Mm-hmm.
then 3 bump in the nights is some wasted cards.
It's still a hell of a lot of damage.
Right, but it's an empty hand, and your opponent railroads you. And
Sure.
we were slow because we didn't have a play.
Any 2-drops.
Yeah.
So yeah, we want to play first. Yeah, knob.
And I think we keep
first,
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have the
Exactly.
champion. I hope we get another planes, and odds are we should.
Yeah. So, we basically just have to get lucky, I think. Hopefully, he will not have a first turn bump of the night.
Right. Now I can see him Geist flaming that guy.
Yeah. And we're lucky because he didn't do it. Okay. Ugh. We have no luck whatsoever.
Okay, I think we offer the champion,
Okay.
or do we keep him back in?
Well, because we have to keep him back because we can't let that guy become a 4/4. Well, we have to spite the monstrous.
Right, he'd become a
Sure.
3.
Well, once we put out one more land, we can cast the Throbbing Sentry, which will make him into a 2/2.
And then we could block.
Mm-hmm.
No, because that guy will become a 4/4.
No, he's a 2/1. He goes up to a 3/1.
A 3/2.
Yeah, he goes up
Oh,
to a
he
3/2.
doesn't get 2 counters
No,
like
he
the other
just
guy?
gets 1. No, there's one card that does that.
Sure.
Now, if he puts out a Ricochet,
Right.
then he would get more of a bonus, but then we'd smite the monstrous next turn.
Excuse me.
Fiend Hunter would take care of it as well.
It's just mirror to smite the monster sound like like a euphemism for masturbation. Kind of like polishing the dolphin or whatever it's called, or tapping little Johnny behind the ear. I must go home and smite the monstrous.
It does.
Wow. I never heard that last one.
What, tapping little Johnny behind the ear?
Yeah.
Okay, so probably trade the champions with that,
Sure.
which will flip our
Sure.
Sentry. We'll take 2 more this turn.
Assuming he can't just kill everything.
Right.
We should type in "good game" right now.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, that sucks. That's
Oh.
not good at all. Yeah!
Well,
We
Bob,
lose!
Bob is vindicated.
Yep.
And he is playing enchantments.
Now on the upside,
Yes.
now we can smite it.
We're screwed.
Right. We
I don't know about that.
Yeah, well, we're screwed. Look at that.
Okay, so yeah, we pretty much have to smite that one.
Yep.
He might use Nightbird Clutches to make his guys
Unblockable again.
unblockable for a second time. Probably will. So we probably want to just attack with both, make him use the flashback and then kill.
Sure.
We still have the hope of getting another
Planes.
Like, yeah, another planes.
Whose idea was
Center.
to take an extra swamp?
It was foolish.
Yep, there you go.
His deck is way aggro.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but it's winning, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, no, it's...
I wasn't going to insult. It's just way aggro.
Something to be said for good decks.
Thanks, Bob.
There is something to be said for good decks. I wish
I've been
someone
saying
would
good
say
things for good decks for years.
our decks were good. Okay, so next turn he wins with Nightbird Clutches. If we...
Unless you put on another sentry.
Right. And attack with our sentry, but not with... So then he could only have 2 of them be unblockable.
Right.
And that's ignoring the 3 cards that he's holding in his hand.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Okay. Well, as long as we're all on the same page. So we'll put that out.
Boy, it would have been great if any of our fucking deck tricks would have worked. But no, that's too much to ask.
Hey man, tricks are for kids.
All of his fucking tricks worked.
Yeah. I've never seen this archetype work quite as well as it is for him right now.
So...
if he Nightbird Clutches, if that's the route he has to go. And he doesn't.
Doesn't need to.
Right.
Let's trade both of our sentries.
This one will have to trade with him.
Yeah.
That one will trade with him.
But they all wipe out, so
We'll get
why
him.
wouldn't we do that?
Huh?
Why wouldn't we just trade 2 for 2, 2 for 2, and 3 for 3?
Well, this one's flying.
Oh. Oh, I didn't notice that. Okay.
Right, so that... Hopefully this is what he does. Because if he does, we get to 6, then that knocks us down to 5. But...
Oh,
He
okay.
didn't attack with that.
God, we just need a goddamn planes.
Good news being that flips both of our guys.
Yeah. Fucking A.
Yeah.
What a bunch of shit. Well, throw out the bat. It's flying at least. We can stop his little
No,
fucking
okay.
noble.
Okay, hold on. That was what we needed.
Because we can...
Because we can copy him, he's hasty, we can use his ability and kill him.
Oh, I see what you're saying. He has haste, so we can kill it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Ah.
No,
Let's
that's
see if that
exactly what we needed.
Let's see if it works. It's our last ditch effort.
Oh, but it costs
It-
1 blue,
Oh.
1 black
Yeah.
to use.
Damn it.
Yeah,
So we'll never know.
we needed...
Either another
planes.
swamp or another plains.
We
or
needed fucking anything to work in this
Right.
fucking deck.
So we have to put out the bat, because at least we can jump with it?
We could still put this out to attack with it, which then he'd have to block, but he's going to block
He wins next turn.
regardless. Yeah, there isn't...
Let's
a
just put
secret
out the
in our
fucking
hand.
bat.
Okay, well, hold on. If we run in, we will do 8 points of damage.
Well, the problem is he Nightbird clutches next turn.
Oh, yeah.
So our bat will not...
we'll not be able to block.
If he remembers that he has Nightbird clutches.
Which he does, because he's a solid player with a lot of luck on his side.
So our best chance is to
Put out the fucking bat.
put out the bat. And attack with both?
Yes.
Or we don't attack, so we at least have one thing up. He
They-
can't kill us with only one, but then we die from the...
Yeah.
We die from the...
We
heart.
die from the heart and that. So we attack with this.
We see what he does.
Yep. Okay.
Oh shit!
What?
What?
If we had cast the thing, we won.
No, because he
We
would
would
have
have
blocked.
blocked. Yeah.
Right.
No, we're fucked.
We just play that and hope he doesn't have or realize that he has the Nightbird clutches or have another answer.
Good game.
Because if he allows us to chump with that, he would deal 3, it would get it to 4, and we'd get him on the next turn. But I think he's going to realize.
Yep. There it goes.
Yep.
Man, we had no luck whatsoever.
Eh.
And if he had attacked,
Ugh.
no, he still wouldn't have.
Whatever, it's fucked. That was very disappointing.
Yeah, it was because of, like, I don't think we drafted a poor deck.
Right.
It certainly opened my eyes to that archetype. That
No,
was,
yeah, that's nothing to sneeze at
No.
all. Guy had a solid deck, there's nothing you can do about it. We never saw any card except for, I mean, we have no idea what was in his deck because of the same 4 cards that killed us every time.
Right.
Every time.
Right.
You know, who knows what the rest of his deck was like.
So,
Well, that's it.
that's draft beer.
Whoa. Short and bitter.
Just like Bob.
Fuck you.